Good morning. This is Fred Mitchell, Chairman of the Progressive Liberal Party, Minister for Foreign Affairs, MP for Fox Hill. Today is Wednesday, the 25th of October, 2023. You can tell that the weather is changing as the cold fronts now begin coming in, and they'll keep going until May of next year. It is these change of winds that reminds me of the days of the annual PLP conventions, one of which took place at the Paradise Island hotel called Holiday Inn at the Polaris Hall, now deconstructed. That was a hell of a convention, and like now, we're in the middle of a political storm, but I remember it as a good time, as I do now, even though with the change of weather in those days, I couldn't afford a coat to wear, and I was shivering in my short sleeves most of the time because it was so cold. I go there because we have a new candidate in politics, a first-timer running for office, and the best advice I can give him is that this is not a job for the faint of heart and crybabies. It's a tough job, and your family and friends have to be prepared for an unprecedented assault, the likes of which you or they have never seen before. As they say in Jamaica, every puss and dog got something to say. But in the end, you must be true to yourself. So let's go over it again. The PLP's candidate for West Grand, Bahama, and Bimini is Kingsley Smith, Jr. He is the son of the late PLP stalwart councillor Kingsley Smith, Sr. and Flora Smith, who was born a Martin. He was born in West End, Grand Bahama. Kingsley is the nephew of the late Sonny Martin and his brother Dennis Martin, who was formerly of the Gaming Board. He was a young liberal in Grand Bahama, but like many Bahamians, supported his uncle Dennis as an F&M candidate during the Ingram era. He was invited back into the PLP in 2020, asked by the leader to run for West Grand Bahama and Bimini. When he did not get the nomination, he stuck around and campaigned in Nassau and West Grand Bahama and Bimini and helped the PLP win in 2021. He has served as an attorney in the Attorney General's office, self-built, having retired from BTC as a technician and converted to being a lawyer. He is 50 years old, and he will resign shortly as Chief Passport Officer where he works now. He's a fit and proper person in every respect. I ask all PLPs and people of goodwill in West Grand, Bahama, and Bimini to support him and to vote for him in the by-election in that constituency. He will do well for the constituency. In 1977, Lyndon Pinling and Arthur Hanna made a tough decision. Hubert Ingram, who later became F&M and Prime Minister, was chairman of the party. And on that night in 1977, 7 people lost their renominations. It was called the Night of the Long Knives. It caused a furor, but the party survived. The country gave to Lyndon one of his greatest victories. All eyes are on the leader today, Philip Brave Davis, and Kingsley Smith. And he's made the right choice in Kingsley Smith. The party supports him. I end where I began a long time ago on that night at Paradise Island, when the cold winds were shivering and I could not afford a coat to protect me from the cold. That this is not a business for crybabies. I have long since moved on. God bless you. God bless the Commonwealth of the Bahamas and PLP all the way.
Right, you can sail away and find serenity. Oh, the canvas can do miracles. Just you wait and see.